Mitglied bist oder Leuten folgen kannst, die veröffentlichen und sonst wie.
Those are the Austrian Alps now, the Tyrolean Alps. A few miles away from the border, so the front model mountains are actually Germany, and the tall ones in the back are Austria.
Also, oder auch die anderen Sachen noch zu bewerben oder sonst wie auf Research geht oder was zu verlinken oder sonst wie. Also ich denke, da fällt es ja mit.
This channel is a not-so-proud member of YouTube's all-encompassing special society of heavily overwhelmed layout enthusiasts. Check any railway show, check any railway club, check any layout, check your own house. You'll find one of us somewhere. Warning, the content of this stream is not suitable for children under the age of 16. The topic, language, themes, attitude, and personality of the presenter is not appropriate for anyone, much less children under the age of 16. Topics discussed will not center on trains and will focus on anything except politics. It just happens trains are running. Any similarity between characters, situations, trains, and intelligent thoughts is strictly a coincidence. Any rebroadcast or transmission of the stream without the express written consent of Major League Baseball is strictly prohibited. Viewer discretion is advised. Remember the 3 rules for model train layouts and pretty much anything. It's your layout, do what you want as you want. Do not tell someone else what to do unless they ask you directly what they should do. Do not call out, mock, criticize, or insult another channel on your channel or anyone else's channel. Thank you for your cooperation.
And see it, you'll love it. And it's all done in the best possible way.
Hey everybody, happy Friday. How y'all doing out there? This is going to be an abbreviated one. I'll be ending it before 5. We're leaving, we're just going to be out of town tonight and through tomorrow. We'll be back late tomorrow night. We're going down to visit my son and just to visit, and also we're going to a water park and also get some things settled on his wedding plans and stuff. So all kinds of things to do down there. The whole family's going down. My daughter and Kyan and my son-in-law have already gone. They left, and we'll be leaving as soon as my daughter gets home from work. So anyhow, it's nice to have all of you that are here on the other side of the screen. Wish you were on this side of the screen, but this is the way it works. So let's go straight into greetings. We got Eric, who's greeting us from dialysis. You know, you say, I hope it's going well, but it's a hell. So just hang in there, man. We got Digger Evans is here. Nice to have you, Digger. Hi from H&H Express is here. John Benicki, Dwight from Kelsey Express, Leslie Gilpin, another fabulous video today. I think it was today. I watched one today. Manshed Railroad Aaron is here. Andrew from March West Junction, great to have you here, my friend. Mick, 92, cheers, bottoms up. How you doing? Dino, Model Shed Railway, fellow convert to the Märklin 3-rail system. Randall Ellison, longtime knight of the rhomboid table. Ray Bertelson, nice to have you in here. Shedmouth Junction has just joined us. And Train Man, welcome in. Let me see.
Andy, Hot Dog Pilot, thank you for joining us in the circumstances you're in. If you all don't know, and I apologize for getting into other people's business, but Andy's father passed away this past week. So that's not an easy thing to do. Hope you're hanging in there, buddy. Carl is here. Nice to have you here. Been a interesting week. Nothing train related going on. Hey, Tim JD is here. One of the original Knights of the Rhomboid Table. Great to have you here. And I saw my friend Christopher was here earlier. Another original Knight of the Rhomboid Table. We've been missing our Sergeant at Arms. Hopefully Joseph will get here soon. Chris from Valleys just came in. Nice to have you here. And let me switch this now that I've got all the people that came in beforehand. This way now I can just look at the screen and see it. But anyhow, Joyce and I have been trading doctors and dentist appointments this week. I am having follow-up to a routine checkup I had a few weeks ago, and now getting more precise, and now they're ordering a battery of tests, so there's no point in talking about what it concerns until something comes back confirmed or unconfirmed, you know. So we'll cross that bridge. It's nothing too serious, but could be, you know, don't know. Problem is, you do something routine and then they ask you about something, you go, oh, I don't know, and then they go, oh, let's check it, and then they check it, and then it's like, oh, we might want to check this some more. But there it is. It is what it is. Anyhow, so otherwise, we've just started heating up here again after some days of cool, and Joyce and I did not get out on our boat since last Sunday, so we haven't done any new rafting. And unless we go out Sunday, I don't know if we'll finish this week with any boating, but that's where it's at. As far as trains go, what am I running today? Again, nothing new in trains. I didn't get anything off eBay. I do have something coming from eBay, but we'll talk about that a week from today. Today is a little bit of an odd anniversary per se. It was 3 years ago today that Joyce first appeared on one of my live streams. She did not start appearing regularly for another couple of months, but Joyce has been a regular in the live streams for about 2.5 years, but her first time where she popped on camera was almost exactly 3 years ago today. As this live stream, we haven't missed a Friday since, well, we started. I didn't even start on a Friday. I forget when I started, but it was June, and then I decided to go on Fridays, but we haven't missed a Friday in over 3 years. And considering how many people just in the last 2-3 months have ended their affiliation with live streams, or have announced I'm getting off YouTube for a while, or have stepped away from YouTube and now are back, and others are changing their times. I don't know. It hasn't hit me yet. I have never felt the need to skip my live stream. I look forward to my live stream. I look forward to the people who come in. It was interesting to go back to the original live stream and see quite a few of those people still come in. You know, it's amazing. From my first live stream to now, there's 10, 15 people from that first live stream that still regularly come in. Others maybe pop in now and then, but there's that. So anyhow, let's just look at the trains I'm showing today. Everything says I'm good. Hopefully no internet issues like I had last week. And then the second half of the video disappeared. I don't know why, but I did come back last week and it's gone. I didn't delete it, and nobody else has control of my account except YouTube, so I don't know why the second half of my video got deleted, but well, there it is. All right, so let's look at what I'm running today. Today, if you didn't look at the title of the well, actually the title of the stream is just random thoughts. I always, in case you missed it, I started with live stream number 2 or 3. I started just, all my live streams have a title with the word because, and usually it's just a song lyric, and it's a song lyric that came to mind while I was setting up the live stream, or some other random thought that came in that has something to do with what I want to talk about in the live stream. But anyhow, if you read the description, which so few people do, it's a diesel fest. I've got all kinds of, everything's diesel except the UK, because I only got one diesel UK. Now, I might change that when I go to Getz, because I'm kind of looking for one of those Daypol TransPennine Class 68s, and that's, is that electric or is that one diesel? I forget which way. But I might come home with a diesel from the UK to run on my floor layout. Oh, I never set up that camera down there. Oops. I'm running early, so I didn't go through my normal checks. But anyhow, I've been babbling. Let's go and show you what trains I'm running. By the way, now, at least one of the consist is a totally goofy consist. My grandson, Kyan, helped me set it up yesterday. I just said, what car do you want? This one, this one, this one. He went over to the table and grabbed them and brought them over, and I just put them in a quick order, and we tested them, and we had a couple of them acting up, so we took those out. But it was just an excuse to run the one diesel locomotive. So let's go show you what we got going today. All right. From the front of the screen to the background, it's all diesels. We start with a Class 218, the famous Pico Märklin dual liveried Class 218, pulling an IC1 and Intercity 1. And then right behind that is the one that purists are going to maybe give me grief about. Those cars aren't in the right order and stuff like that. Hey, my grandson Kyan and I like the order we came up with, so leave it alone. That car doesn't go with those cars. Leave it alone. By the way, Jean Ricard was here earlier, and then I don't know if he said hello and then had to go to work or what, but if Jean Ricard's still out there, hello, Jean Ricard. Anyhow, we've got a Class 220 locomotive in the Ocean Blue and Green. I know Ifo won't be here today. And then we got another Class 218 in the Ocean Blue and Green, pulling a freight train. Same freight train as last week, just different locomotive. Then we've got a red 218. So yes, 3 of the first 4 locomotives are Class 218s. Although this one has a slightly different arrangement on the stacks. But that's pulling a Regio, which they normally don't pull, but hey, for today it can do it. But that's in the Deutsche Bahn red. And then we have a 4th 218, the blue one, which is pulling another rake of freight. So if you like your freight trains, I got my 2 freight trains running today. And then way in the back, we got a diesel multiple unit, the Class 648 Lint class. Actually, it's Lint Class 41, but it's known as the BR648 diesel multiple unit way in the background. So I'll get this going, and then I will catch back up on the chat. Whoops, I forgot I was moving him around. So, dude, what are you doing? Come on, other way. There we go. You can do it. I try to run these a bit slow today. Get this guy going. And so, yeah, this is running some of these old metal cars that I got to go with it, but they are not in a proper consist nor order. So just pretend you're okay with it. Pretend it doesn't bother you. Hey, Andy, how are you? There's Jean Ricard. So, Jean Ricard, you can throw a temper tantrum if you want about those are the wrong cars in the wrong order, but Kyan helped me pick them up. We actually tried to do the other cars, but too many of them were having problems, so we took them off. All right, so let's get this 218 going. Whoa, he wants to fly. We don't want him to fly. He's ready to roll. And then get this 218 going. and hope he runs somewhat smoothly. I should turn the lights on. And then I've got to go to the computer to get this guy going. Get his lights on and try to get everybody's lights on. Hey, Tammy and Ray are here. Nice to have you here. Uh-oh. Houston, we got a problem already. Somebody took off and left half their cars behind, and I know why. I really don't have to stop the whole thing. Hey! Take your buddy with you. Or better yet, not even find it. I'll just take them off right away. There we go. Now that won't do it. And I will put you at the end. We'll just rearrange where you can hook up with this guy. Just rearranging cars at the last second. Don't mind me, everybody. There. But I coupled one of these old Märklin. All right, let's see if everybody's good to go now. Okay, so I'm going to go to the all view and just give me a second. Yeah, I really do like that 218 blue. Hey, Danny, I caught up with your video yesterday. You put up yesterday. I forgot to watch it. I watched it this morning. Randall, I'm sorry to hear your dad's in the hospital. I think we're running our quotas on that right now. But if you'll excuse me for a second, I forgot to set up a camera to get these other two trains running. So... Okay. Sorry about that, gents. Just had one little issue with an uncoupling between a very old car and a new car, so the two couplers didn't really like each other. They stayed together in the test run, but of course, as soon as you go live, they decide to show their true colors. So, but yeah, so it's all my 218s are out, at least all my 218s for now, because I will be getting another 218 by the end of the year to replace the Roco one that I've just, even though I've got it running decently, I'm just going to get the Märklin and be happier with it and probably get rid of the Roco. Whew. So anyhow, let's go and see what's on the floor today. I got my one and only Diesel from the UK at Class 73, pulling my Beatles train today. So that's spinning around with the Beatles. Move over once, move over twice. Come on, baby, don't be cold as ice. Ever traveling on the one after 909. In fact, I'm going to name that train the one after 909. 909-1, the one after 909. How about that? I like it. The 909-1, the one after 909. Now, if you don't know, one after 909 is a Beatles song on their album, Let It Be. So, there's that. Oh, and the rail company BNSF is acting goofy too. Sorry to hear that. Hey, there's Joseph Agliato, the Sergeant at Arms for the Knights of the Rhomboid Table. And then we've got guys like Tim JD, Kieran, if Kieran's come in or if he's in the background. Kieran, one of the original members of the Knights of the Rhomboid Table as well. But we'll go to the all view and then start giving you some close-ups. But there we go, the multi-view, the multiverse, the model train multiverse. Well, hello, Terry at Little History. I came into your live stream and immediately got called away, and I didn't get to even say hi. I literally just logged in and got called away because I had to answer some questions about packing and that, and then one thing led to another, and then all of a sudden it's 2:45 and I need to be turning on the live stream. I love your plane, and oh my goodness, and spaghetti's the right term. There is so much wiring in there. Now, I've wired some things where you had to do that. I mean, just for the space you have and the amount of wiring you got to do. But usually we use spaghetti in a negative term. I have had to replace so much wiring in this house, and the guy that owned the house before me was an electrician, and he just jerry-rigged everything. And it's just like, I am amazed after 30 years this house never burned down. Hey, there's Lee. There's Raymond Legs is here. Yeah, the camera's the camera for the UK stuff's on a bit of a tilt, but I'm not gonna mess with it today. Oh, I do love that this one train. Can I get it on the quick up the ramp? We'll get on the. That this old car, this old train has these little working end of train lights. I love that. That is so cool. I love that little train. Now, two of these cars are cars I got from Horst in the UK. Two of these cars are cars I got from Horst in the UK. The other one I bought on eBay to help complete the set. I have a fourth one, which I believe is it's a first class car. Or no, it's another second class car by Fleischmann, but its couplers don't line up with the other couplers. So I've got to try to find something that will adapt those couplers. And I thought I bought the right thing. I bought two sets of stuff, but I wound up not buying. I bought a bunch of replacement Fleischmann couplers, and I thought it said it had the NEM adapter socket coupler with it, but it didn't. I accidentally bought two of the one and one of the other, and I didn't get the adapter, so I'll have to go back online and rebuy those. But it's just one of the cars missing. I don't even know. I truly do not know, and I know Jean Ricard sent me some pictures, but what a proper consist with these type of cars would look like. But I just threw the red and white striped car. And I can assume that sometime in the 70s or 80s, these were getting phased in and out and worked that way. Yes, I do have a Mahano container wagon, although Märklin has just shown they're releasing some Max Bogle stuff. But yeah, that is a Mahano. It's my first of anything owned by Mahano. I bought it at a shop in Hamburg, Germany. The Züge und Meer, Jean Ricard was there with me. And actually there were 3 different yellow car tandems. It was this big long train in their display window of these Mahano yellow containers. And the funny thing is Joyce walked past and said, "Oh, that's kind of cool." Jean Ricard, Joyce, and I were going to the shop together. And Joyce stopped in the window because the first thing we did was stop and take our picture outside the window. And then Joyce looked at it and said, "Oh, that's kind of cool." And I go, "What?" She goes, "Oh, all the little yellow freight there." And I said, "Oh, okay," because in my brain I'm like, Joyce already thought it looked cool, which means I probably can buy it. And I really debated buying all 3 different ones because there was a Max Bogle, a DHL, and the other one was like a split Max Bogle DHL, or it was something else in Max Bogle. But anyhow, they did look really cool, but they were 80 euros each. Now, he gave me a 10% discount, so I paid 72 euros, which was nice of him, very nice. But, yeah. Hey, Ben from Eagle Creek is here. Nice to have you, Ben. And I'm trying to see if I missed anybody else. I think I said hi to Lee, but if not, hi, Lee. I thought highly of you. And so it was just great. I mean, the whole experience was great. Hanging out with Jean Ricard was great. Going train shopping with Jean Ricard. And then Joyce and I just beginning, because Joyce knew this trip to Germany was going to be a lot of model train shops. But Joyce was not the prototypical partner that's not into the hobby. Even if Joyce is not into the hobby, she kind of is. But Joyce now will go into train shops and look around and look at stuff and even point it out saying, oh, that's kind of cool, or honey, what is that? Or if there's somebody smarter than me there when it comes to trains, they'll ask them if she knows they speak English. But she will point that out. Well, hi, Clive. Welcome in. Great to have you here. And we've had another silly bit. Hang on. Derailments. Or not derailments. Uncouplings. Why? Why are we doing this today? Why, oh why, oh why, oh why. Oh, these stupid couplers. Oh, why can't couplers just get along? All right, we're going to turn you around this way. My couplers are just not getting along with each other. So let's see. All right. Yeah, the blue 218 uncoupled from its line. I didn't see if anybody caught that. Hey, Martin, how are you? But again, it was a Roco coupler and a Märklin close coupler, and they just, out of the blue, will suddenly, man, they don't like it. I really try to match couplers. Like, if one thing's got the Märklin short couplers, I will make sure it's a Märklin short coupler connecting to it. If it's the Telex coupler, I'll couple Telex couplers to it. But every now and then, I just put them together because I don't want to change couplers in and out all the time and hope it works. Hey, Kiwi Dave is here. Hi, Kiwi Dave. Now, Dave, who did I miss? Boxcar Jerry is here. Hey, Boxcar Jerry. Yeah, see, all those people I missed, they come in while I'm distracted with an uncoupling. I really want to say everything was running smoothly yesterday and this morning in test runs, and they were, but I don't mind this. What I hate is when I forget to close a switch and or a switch accidentally just pops open on its own, which happens every now and then. Every now and then when you power up the Central Station 3, boop. Sometimes you'll hear it. And it only happens like once in 500 times. But I've got a couple of turnouts that as soon as I power it up, they will every now and then just change. They'll open, basically, because I keep my turnouts closed. But there's a couple of them that every now and then they'll just open. Hey, John Benicki says he's got to take care. Hey, Andy E, Anne-Marie and Misty, great live stream as always. Well, hello, Anne-Marie and Misty. Thank you for popping in. And Andy, once again, let me thank you for your generosity and gift. That is a big gift. Just to pay it off as thank you for your live streams. Yeah, that's amazing. I look forward to adding that to my collection. Because I filmed a video today, but I haven't edited it yet, so it won't be out probably until Monday. But I'm doing a Meet the Fleet video where I have doubled my fleet in the last 7 months. And I just thought I would do a Meet the Fleet video and just show all my locomotives. And even then I missed a couple. Terry, you are not spamming. Everybody is given the spanner. You are made a Knight of the Rhomboid table so you can advertise your channel or anybody else's channel. In fact, a couple of people that haven't posted in a long time posted this week. J94 Kieran put up a cool little rail fanning video today. And I was just so glad. I don't know why, but it's just because it's been so long since he's posted anything. And I'm glad he felt up to posting something. Because Kieran's one of the nicest people on the YouTube train world, in the YouTube community. He's not necessarily known by a whole lot of people. If you're in the UK, you know J94. You know J94. But I've been talking to J94 for years. Oh, Mom and Son, thank you for that. But I keep disabling that, and they keep enabling it. I don't need gifts of money. I am well taken care of. I appreciate the generosity. I usually will put that money in towards something, because I never did a 1,500 sub celebration, because we were in the middle of some weird things there. Because this week is going to be a hard week. The tears kind of already started on Joyce's part. Over the next few days, it will be 1 year since her brother died, and they just now got the stone on his grave. He didn't get a big whatever. He was cremated, and he just has a little in the ground and a little. But they finally got the stone memorial over his gravesite. And it was a year ago. What's today? The 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. So Wednesday or Thursday of next week, it will be a year since her brother passed away, which was very hard and still hard. And then on Monday, it will be a year since Chris Whittingham, my good friend Chris Whittingham, passed away. And unfortunately, I was the one who got to break the news on YouTube about it. I was notified and asked to put it out on YouTube, because the other people in the know either weren't on YouTube or just didn't want to go on YouTube. I could get... All right, we'll do that. Yes, Kiwi Dave, I did start the live stream early. I kind of mentioned last week I'd be starting it early because I have to end it early. But because I can't get enough time with all you people, I wanted to get as much time as I could. Normally I'll go 2.5 hours. Today will be under 2 hours. Hey, Steve Childers, how are you? But, you know, at the same time, it would be rude to complain about generosity. So thank you, Tammy and Ray. Appreciate it. And I'm going to say something here. And the problem is I'm saying it, and I can say it, and people will miss the intent of it. You know, several channels have been doing tributes to our good friend Bernie from Crossway Points Junction, who passed away a few months ago. And that's great. Bernie was loved by most. Great channel. And a lot of us mourned when Chris passed, but I don't know, maybe because he was such a close friend for 3 years on live, and then Joyce and I got to meet him and hang out with him for a few hours in Edinburgh, and the joy we had and the joy he had could not be denied. You just saw the gleams in our eyes, the excitement, how hard it was to say goodbye. Dragging out the goodbyes because he had to get back. And that's just good. But I don't want Chris forgotten. You know, people say we don't want to forget Bernie, and yeah, we don't. And a lot of other people from the hobby that have passed away, and I've got something more to say about that. But Chris was special to me. He was special to Joyce. And I don't want Chris forgotten. Jean Ricard, it is not confirmed. But I have been told from a source that it is the worst to be feared. I've been given a phone number to call to see if it will be confirmed. And I could have called today, I could have called yesterday, I could have called Wednesday, and I have not called. I'm too scared to call. But it's starting to sound like George is not with us anymore. But I don't want to put that out there, and I don't want it going out there, and I just put it out there, so stupid me. Because it's not confirmed. It's just been this person knows this person who knows this person who says yes. And Somerset Andy, Danny, that's another one. I mean, you were much closer to Somerset Andy than I was. I just, you know, I loved Andy, and I still remember to this day the one time I talked to him live. He called me, and it was like 3 a.m. here in the United States, and he just needed to talk to somebody, and he got my information and called me. But Chris Whittingham was brilliant. I think a couple of people misunderstood him, didn't understand his very dry, sarcastic humor. His channel never really grew big, although we did get it over to 200, because he always said the numbers didn't matter, but personally he would say to us, either in text messages or phone calls and stuff like that, he would say, Andy, you know, it'd be nice if I could get over 200. You know, I keep teeing around there, and then I lose a bunch, but I wouldn't mind getting over 200. So our gift to him was to encourage a bunch of people just to subscribe. And he got as high as 210, and then last I saw it was like at 202. Hey, Gus, nice to have you here. But, you know, the videos are there. I've got videos hanging out with them. Joyce has got pictures of us just cracking up hysterically at Starbucks. We just sat in a Starbucks for 3.5 hours and just talked and joked and kidded, and he stared at me and Joyce like an Elvis fan would stare at Elvis, and we just stared at him thinking this was the cutest old man we had ever hung out with. And it was so beautiful because we both confirmed we were exactly the people we thought we knew from YouTube. It was confirmation that the friendship was true and real. And then he dies a month later. We get home, we talk to him online, and then he goes into the hospital. Then he comes out, then he has a stroke, goes into the hospital, and dies. And then Joyce's brother died 2 days later. Because we literally were sitting around being told for 5 days, it'll be any day, any minute now, any minute now. Joyce's brother was going to pass any minute now, it'll be any minute. And then he passed. And it was hell. I mean, he was on a death sentence. He had a disease, and he was on the fast track of the disease that is... I don't wish any death on any person, no matter how much I dislike or hate a politician. You know, people say, what about Hitler? Okay, yeah, I'd like to see Hitler run over by a tank, okay? But he did us a favor and shot himself. He just needed to do it 10 years earlier. But I think it's a dark road to go on when you start wishing horrible things on people. It doesn't mean you feel bad when something bad does happen to them. I can have schadenfreude. What, that asshole was hit by a tank? No great loss. I can do that. But I don't personally ever wish death and destruction on a person. At least not anymore. It's a dark path. But it's really... ALS is a disease that I would not wish on anyone. To watch your body deteriorate while your mind is fully cognizant and aware is just horrifying and horrible. Well, welcome in, Scott Rails. Thanks for stopping by again. another cool video. You put out a few the last few days, so that's cool. But, so yeah, a lot of open wounds, as Andy said. A lot of great memories that are just that, memories. You know, my grandfather died 50 years ago, last week, 2 weeks ago. And at the beginning of July, we passed the 2-year anniversary of my best friend Dean passing away. And then my other best friend John, the last of my circle of guy friends, passed away at Thanksgiving. So, you know, a lot of dates, memorials coming up. Well, hey, Steve the Plumber, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Stopping by the Reno, Nevada live stream. The Reno, Nevada of live streams. That's the phrase I'm looking for. The best little live stream broadcasting out of Toledo, Ohio at this time. Hosted by me. I don't host any other live streams, but so this is the best live stream I host. But it's one of those live streams where it is curious how many people do have stayed with it for all these years. Some people come, hang out for a month or two, or a day or a Friday or two, get a vibe for it, and then decide, you know what, it never changes, I'm out. There are other people whose sanity I will question that say it's the best live stream on the internet. No, it isn't. But hey, if you think it's the best, that's great. I run it and I don't think it's the best. But it's the live stream that is me. All right, so let's get some big D's going. Here we go. Oh, that was almost a perfect catch. Speaking of Kieran, did you have your ears burning? I was praising you a little bit earlier. Wow, up to 41 viewers. So I guess I should ask y'all to hit the like button if you would. Half my cameras are tilted like the old Batman TV show from the 60s. They got that bizarre little tilt to them. I keep adjusting them and then... All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, that's a good shot. Watching the freighter go through slowly there. And there's that little haphazard one. Cayenne, you picked some good trains. Now, Cayenne's on the road, so I don't think Cayenne will be popping up in my live stream today. Cayenne is on the road. He's going down to Columbus, and we'll be going down to Columbus in about an hour and 20 minutes. We just got to wait for my daughter to get home and get her stuff together. Thing is, I am definitely getting my mojo to actually start working on some things. I keep working my mojo up and then something happens. Like I was getting ready to go work on the Fowler car system over here a little while ago before we went to Germany. I bought all this stuff. I talked to Jean Ricard about a couple of things, got some good ideas from Jean Ricard, and bought the stuff. I'm ready to go. And then out of the blue, the project for our bedroom, which we'd been planning for a while, suddenly it hit the ground running. We finally decided on a color. We finally decided on a couple other things. And bam, within a week, I was ripping out the carpeting and putting in the new flooring and painting the walls and buying new furniture for the bedroom. We went out and bought a new bed, and I still got to build a new frame for the bed. It just, out of the blue, and it became a major event. It just kept growing like, oh, okay, let's tear this out and do this too. And then we went to Germany. We came back from Germany, and I started getting my mindset around it again. And then just a couple other things that come up, and a little bit of stress trying to get my son married. I mean, his wedding's not till October, but there are things he needs to be doing, and he's been slow getting them done. All right, Eric, thank you. I didn't blame it on you. I gave you credit for the motivation there, you crazy Dane. That is how it goes. And again, my problems are nothing. Other people have had much more serious interruptions to life. I'm 59. I know all about life gets interrupted. Existence interruptus. Good timing on that little 218 coming through. And the other 218 coming down. And 3 218s right there. We got a triple meeting. 3 218s side to side to side. You got 2 minutes to get to Thayer. Yeah, you got a time machine handy? I round up, Jean Ricard, I round up. I'm in my 59th year. All right, Martin, thanks for joining us for a little bit. I just love how those lines line right up going down the cars. Graham from Leamington Station, wonderful to see you again. Ray is watching. Hi, Ray. I got one freighter is flying and one freighter is going a little slow. Guess which one's the Märklin and which one's the Roco. The Roco are the ones going slow. Come on, Rocos. Gotta pick up the pace, Roco. Oh, it was going at a nice pace. I shouldn't be too... Oh, yeah, I love that Luxembourg tarpaulin car, tarpaulin wagon. Just because it's Luxembourg. Just because it's Luxembourg. Oh, your daughter and 2 granddaughters all had birthdays this month. Ours is July. We have July 4th, my son's birthday and my daughter's birthday, all within 3 days. So we have the big American holiday and then 2 birthdays. And then December is my birthday and Kyan's birthday and Christmas. And then May is Joyce's birthday and Memorial Day. We always have a birthday near a holiday because Joyce's birthday is always somewhere near Memorial Day. So we always have a big holiday and a birthday close at hand. And then October is my daughter Lynn's birthday, her son Chris's birthday. Oh, July is also my son's fiance, my future daughter-in-law. Her birthday is in July. And then Joyce, both her brothers had May birthdays. Wombat Axel. Is it your birthday, Ben? Or was yesterday your birthday? A belated happy birthday on Wednesday. On Wednesday was your birthday. 42. Oh, God. 42 sounds old, and that was 16, almost 17 years ago for me. Of course, Chris would have been 74 this year, 75 this year. Mick, your daughter is 2 weeks before and your son is 2 weeks after. My mom had that. I was born the week before Christmas. My sister was born on Christmas. And then my brother was a week after Christmas. It's a weird thought, but you suddenly realize that there were times of the year where your mother was more fertile than others. Or she only fooled around a certain month each year. Hey, Ian Fraser's here. Hello, Ian. Welcome in. All right, have a great time, Steven. Hope you guys have a great time at the concert. Yeah, Kyan was born the day after my birthday. When they announced that they were going to induce labor on the 19th, my daughter was a little upset. She thought Dad would be upset that Kyan's on his birthday. Because I had said, I don't like shared birthdays. But the reason I don't like shared birthdays is because then you're sharing your special day. If Kyan had been born on my birthday, I would not have been upset at all. I think it would have been awesome. But as it is, he's now the day after me. So his birthday is December 20th. I am the 19th, he's the 20th. So he does have his own day, so it's kind of nice. You were born on 11/11? Ah, so your nickname was Armistice when you were a kid, was it? Hello, Trainwork, welcome in. You were 60 12 years ago. Oh, yeah, and that's the thing. It's the first thing in life, no matter what it is. There's somebody older than you, somebody younger than you, and somebody who's worse off than you. And you just, no matter what's bothering you, somebody's got it worse. And so I try not to complain too much, at least publicly. I might complain in private, but publicly I do like to just, this is life. And all you can do is the best you got with what it deals you. It's a poker game with no trade-ins. It's a poker game. It's a no-draw poker game. You play the cards you're dealt with, and you just hope you got enough chips to walk away from the table happy. How's that for an allusion, a poetic metaphor? I'm reverting back to my poetic form. The black and red is a German class 218 in a special livery by the companies Pico and Märklin, two of the biggest German companies. Well, probably the two biggest because Roco is Austrian. And the Märklin side is the white side with the red stripe that fits perfectly in with the white IC. Let's see if I can catch it coming around here at the right time so you can really get a decent look at it. But it'll be coming around here in a second. The other 218 is coming first. But yeah, so that is a German IC, German Inner City 1. And they're pulled by either Class 101s or Class 218s. There's a couple other classes that might pull them, but it's traditionally nowadays 101s or 218s. And that 218 livery is a special one, and I just missed it. Can I catch it coming here? We'll catch it doing this way. Those 218s are racing each other. Well, Clive, my daughter was the 6th and my son was the 7th of July. You were in a movie about the revolution. All right, let's go to the... Wait, where's the one can... These two trains they're at different speeds. Ooh, a triple. There we go. And then this camera's in the way. Doot, doot, doot. This non-working camera. Set that down there. It works. It just won't work in my OBS. Hey, James Golden. Nice to have you here, sir. Every now and then this camera will start to focus and then those shots there look really good. Alright, let's go to floor cam. Let's see how the two guys are racing around down there. The Azuma Class 800 and the Beatles train, the Class 73 Singles from Liverpool collection cars. Overpriced generic cars, but sometimes when you're a fan of something or someone, you'll buy it no matter how stupid the price is on it. I paid the equivalent of almost $200 for that train set, and it's probably got $110 worth of stuff in it. That Loco is about as cheap a Hornby Loco as you can get, but it runs well. Okay? Cheap, inexpensive, but it's very DC. It's not even lit. No lights, nothing like that. But it's the Beatles, so it runs. Now all I need is a Pink Floyd train and a Who train, and I'll have my 3 favorite groups. Outside of Joyce, I need a Joyce train. I need to get some cars with Joyce singing, with all my singles. With Joyce singing all her songs. Mind you, the last one we did, we've got more to do. We just turned around and haven't stopped recording for a bit. Life happens. Hey, if you're new to the channel, never seen it, here's what my layout looks like. On that side, which actually is not the side I'm actually pointing to, but the way the camera is, because I don't mirror my camera, because I like to be able to have things read correctly as if you were looking at me. Anyhow, on that side, on the map, which is this side in reality, but to my left, to your left, is an 8-foot by 12.5-foot deep table. In the middle is a 2.5-foot deep by 6-foot table. And then on the other side, the right-hand side, is a 8-foot by 11.5-foot table. 8 foot wide by 11.5 deep. So the run along the back is 22 feet. That's the longest straight run, which you can see best in what we call the up the ramp camera, which nobody's on right now, but that run along the back is the up the ramp camera, and that's 22 feet long. So that's a tour around the layout if you'd never seen it before. If you have seen it before, my apologies. See if this will focus in. I think I need to readjust this camera because all of a sudden it's out of focus a lot. It focuses on the trees in the foreground. Maybe I should move those trees, but I like having them there. But maybe if I do that, yeah, there he focuses better on the distance. That's much better. Hey, I saw George, the Florida Railroad Dog's here. Thank you for coming in, sir. Appreciate it. Jean Ricard, yes, Joyce and I have four very special dates in October. My daughter's birthday is, my oldest child's birthday is October 6th. My son is getting married October 7th. And then Joyce and I are going to Getz for the weekend, the 13th through the 16th. And then our son-in-law's birthday is October, oh crap. Is it the 25th, the 26th? God, I forgot Chris's birthday. Now I feel really bad. Operation Layout has started. That's good. Oh, my daughter was working on some mock-ups, and yes, I want to get those t-shirts out. I have not nagged her about it because Germany came up, and then she has been busy with her job, and stuff I ask her to do goes on the back burner. Her biggest employer, my daughter makes signs. She used to make all signs, metal signs, glasswork signs, anything you wanted, any size, whatever, design and installation. Now she only does vinyl signs and stuff like that. But she does, there is a company in Toledo that she's been doing this for 10 plus years. They are a governmental agency, and they have cars, and she does the design for the company's logos, the agency's logos, and everything on all their cars. Well, they just got a fleet of 30, 40 new vehicles that require a complete redesign of the logo. And the way her business is and the way it works, to both design it and get approval of the design along so many channels, adjustments, and then fitting it to the cars and the way the car is designed, and then doing the cars, because you have to have, the company does not have an indoor garage where she could come in and just do it. She has to do them, and she can usually get, I think on a good day, she can get 6 or 7 cars done. But you got to remember, these cars are out and being used, so it's when they have the cars available. And so she's kind of on call. They'll call and say, hey, can you come in Tuesday? We'll have 6 of the cars in the lot not being taken out. And then she has to go do it. So yeah, we've got a design we like. It's just got to be colored, and then she's got to just do the finishing touches on it. I had to send her a couple of things because the Spammer logo is copyrighted by YouTube, so that went out the window. So we're trying to do something that looks close, but is clearly not the Spammer. But we've got the hand. We've got a fist of armor holding it. It's a non-copyrighted image, so we've got that, but she's going to color it anyhow, distort it, so that will work. And it's just, I haven't nagged her about it since I've been back from Germany. I haven't even mentioned it to her. In fact, this is the first time I've thought about it since we last talked about it. Where's the 220? Cayenne loves the horn on the 220. I don't know if you guys were hearing that or not. My grandson just giggles every time he hears that. Here we go. Maybe we'll catch it here. Kyan just loves that horn. All right, I'm going to go back to the... Well, let's do some of the quads and see what's happening in the quads. Nice little station view. I did a boo-boo and I knocked that camera flying yesterday, the train station view. No, Andy, I think you phrased it perfectly. That's funny. It is. Like I said, my grandson loves it. Unfortunately, most of the horns on my trains are on function 5. No, function 3, F3, which is the 4th button down. Let's see if I'll pull this up. This is my hand controller. That are the ones my grandson uses. Most of the functions are function 3 and, well, function 2 and function 3, because you got F0, F1, F2, and F3. And almost all my locomotives, the horn functions are F2 and F3. So my grandson knows when he wants to hear the horns, he just walks up and hits. He knows what buttons to hit. But unfortunately on the 220, it's not where he would normally hit the buttons. So he goes up whenever he sees it's running. He goes up and tries to hit the button and the horn doesn't go. And then I'll hit it and he starts giggling. Yeah, I should have gotten the GoPro going today, and I didn't. But this is probably the best view if you want to kind of get the expanse of the layout. And that side over there, that's the Delmenhorst side, where I'm building the actual city of Delmenhorst. And then this side is just leftover buildings I've thrown up and 3D printed buildings I need to paint and everything that I've printed up. And just any building that I can fit in for now. This is the Bremen / Hanover. It's going to be a hybrid of Bremen and Hanover. And I have to... well, if I show the layout, or not the layout, if I show the station that is on the floor, where's floor cam? There it is. That station will get repainted and go in there to be some sort of hybrid between the Bremen station, the Bremen Hauptbahnhof, and the Hanover Hauptbahnhof, because that's where the trains from Delmenhorst go. They go on to Bremen. They either go from Hanover through from Delmenhorst through Bremen to Hanover, or you go from Delmenhorst to Bremen and change trains and catch one to Hanover if you want to go anywhere in eastern or southern Germany. The only other option is you go the other way and you go to a town called Oldenburg, where you then would change trains and catch trains that go south, unless you catch the NordWestBahn. Yeah, the NordWestBahn. You catch NordWestBahn from Delmenhorst and it goes to Oldenburg, and then it goes down south to Osnabrück, which is the furthest south it goes. So that's where Delmenhorst goes. It either goes east to Bremen and on to Hanover, or west to Oldenburg, and then basically you turn left at Oldenburg and head south from there, and that gets you on that side of the Rhine, or the Harz Mountains, and then eventually that side of the Rhine, or you go over to Hanover and head south, and that takes you onto the Alps or gets you going along the Ruhr Valley and the other side of the Rhine. So eventually those two lines coming out of, you go Delmenhorst to Bremen and go south one way and eventually work towards the Rhine, or go off onto Bavaria, or you go to Oldenburg the other way and curl back around, and you're on that side of the Harz Mountains and then the Black Forest region. Hey Luma, how are you? Whoops. Wrong cameras. Sorry. Speaking of which, I know Joyce is busy, but I was hoping she might come down. So I shall message the old wifey poo. Yep, just in time to watch everything clear. But there, see, now that focus is better on the depth. I had it bent too low. But that's always one of my favorite views. Plus you can see a bunch of my trains up on the wall over there. You can see my Czech Railjet and my Czech Eurocity. And then up above, you can see my one of my Rheingolds, kind of. It's vague there. The build has started. Let there be building. Let there be trains running. Actually, though, Andy, well, wait, who's in the cave? I should make reference. Andy, who are you saying is in the cave? The Sunday de la Cave. Because in our house, this is not the cave. Even though it's the basement, this is not the cave. The cave is actually, there is a part of our house called the cave, and this is not it. Everybody saying hi to you, Joyce. Tu es dans le hall. Où est? Où est le bar? Où est le gendarme? Guys, she's not even here yet. You just saw her walk in the background. She's taking care of the laundry. She doesn't normally do the laundry on Fridays, but she's doing the laundry on Friday because we're going to be gone all day tomorrow. But that's the 220 that makes that. Hi to Joyce from High. No, it is not an oubliette. No, we don't do that torture stuff. That's funny you should mention that, Hot Dog Pilot Andy, but back in 1981, a friend of mine named Mike Thompson had joined the U.S. Army and was stationed as military police in Berlin. But he would send me stuff from Germany, including German rock and roll records and Beatles stuff that he found in Berlin.
Microphone.
Just a minute, I gotta tell my story first. And anyhow, he then sent me a little videotape of a commercial on German TV from the 80s, where I think it was a personal commercial where this woman, very well-endowed woman, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, is wearing this fuzzy sweater, and she just takes off the sweater with no bra or anything, just standing there, throws it, because I like to keep those things close to my skin, nice and soft. And I was like, that is a laundry detergent commercial in Germany in 1981. Okay, fine, Miss Prima Donna. There's your microphone. The mic is yours. Oh, wait. We didn't get the camera on you yet. We gotta,
Oh, okay. Hi, Andy. Hi, Sean.
we gotta go back. They started saying hi.
I think I was back to where they were.
All right, well, let me get the Joyce.
Hi, Randall. Hi, Bailey. Hi, Mick.
Joyce, you forgot.
I know again.
No.
Oh, am I supposed to do the hi? Hi, Dino. Hi, Leslie.
Perfect.
Hi, Eagle Creek. Hi, Kieran. Hi, Tim.
She's doing her own 3D experiment.
Hi, Raymond.
I'm
Hi,
3D.
Carl.
Watch me.
Sorry guys, I've really got my hands full right now. And so hi anybody I haven't said hi to. Hi Joseph. Hi Dundas. Mike, right? No,
That's
James. James, I knew that.
Yeah, that one's there.
So anyway, sorry for the normal wiggly and trying to deal with we have to do a shower for my prospective daughter-in-law here. And
Yeah, I've already told them.
hi. So I'm texting my two sisters, and so we're trying to figure out now. I think we have a time that we're gonna meet. Restaurant was suggested, but I think we should do invitations at the same time. And I just said that would be awkward, and I got a truce. So sounds like we're going up to Holly's.
Okay.
So anyway, pardon me on my phone.
Joyce is a doer. Getting things done.
So
For the great
hey,
occasion.
Marshall,
Well, she's got 2 months to store up.
do I have enough tissue with you for
Actually-
the occasion? Oh, I'll be fine. Hi, Lee. It is what it is. I really am going to be very busy next week. So, Cody apparently won't be home Tuesday.
Well, he's talking about the wedding, but you got 2
late.
weeks, you know.
For the wedding? I hadn't really thought about that yet.
You got 2 months to store up.
I do. I have a little while before for that. If you don't know me, I have to compartmentalize things. Oh God, why can I never say that?
Departmentalize?
Yes, but compartmentalize.
Compartmentalize? No, it's departmentalize.
In my head, I have to have things just. I'm chunking. I'm gonna do this, then I can do that, then I can do that. And if I just try to have it all at one time, my brain goes banana nuts. So, hi Randall.
Banana nut.
So banana nuts. That was the clean way. Right. Yeah, right. I just can't say that, Leslie. Compartmentalize. I can say it if I read it, but in my head I would look it up.
Because she's talking too fast, and it's, Joyce is an impatient person. So if it's a 4-syllable word, she's going to try to make it 2.
So, hey, Tom. Yeah, I understand that. Just glad you tuned in. So, anyway, we needed to to do this sooner, but my darling son and his wife-to-be drag their feet on many, many things.
Way too many things.
I love them dearly, but oh my golly. So now she's at a deadline. Oh, I did at the park. Okay, so my sister agreed to that, so I guess we're going to meet up in Sylvania.
Oh, well, she had tears in her eyes yesterday because her brother got his headstone for his tomb.
Right. And I'm going to cry again. It was perfect.
It's the year anniversary since her brother died.
So, they have the normal stuff, his name and birthday date. They have a bicycle in between, and that was so good. Hey,
Edward's here. Hi, Edward.
He had so many hobbies, but the bicycling was one of the major ones. It's beautiful. You can just see him on it. I did many
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
I did many bike rides with him. Basically, he was my ride. I came home from Germany once and said, Tom, I want to do a century ride. That's a 100-mile ride. Kilometers, it's a lot. And
160 kilometers.
160 kilometers, right. In one sitting, or actually one biking. But so he said, okay, that means I'm going to do a century ride too. And I said, well, yeah, I guess that's true. So I had the truck, So anyway, bless his heart, he did. And so I made the mistake the day we did that. I gave blood platelets less than a week. And then we had spaghetti for dinner the night before. And we were doing one of the routes, had a ton of hills in them. And I finally looked at my brother and I said, if we have one more hill, I am going to vomit. And it'll be spaghetti, which was just running around in my stomach. So anyway, but I made it. I did threaten, though. I said, as soon as my odometer hits 100, I'm stopping. As it is, it hit 100 miles at the parking lot. So it worked out well. And then I didn't ride my bike the rest of this fall. I hung it up. I'm done.
But she also built up to it. She, 5-mile runs, 10-mile runs.
Oh, yeah.
20-mile runs, and then she did a couple of the 25-mile contests, and then the 50-mile contest.
I would do the 60s.
Oh, the 60s, that's right.
Yeah,
not 50s,
we were
60s.
up to 60s, and I would do the 60s without too much problem with them. So the century was the next goal. And
now you just make me paddle up at the river into the next bridge.
I do.
Let's go to that bridge,
I'm
honey.
a really goal-oriented person.
Very goal-oriented.
Yes.
Except in life. She has a lot of short-range goals.
Yeah, I have to have short-range goals. I can't have long-range goals. It makes my brain go, ooh.
Yeah.
That's too much.
We got back from Germany and she's already fretting about the Australia trip.
It's true.
And it's like, honey, don't worry about Australia. We got Gets to get through. We gotta get to Gets.
Like, oh yeah. So anyway, I will be home for dinner on Tuesday.
You won't be home for dinner on Tuesday.
Right. You and Liz can do a picture of herself.
Who's gonna feed me? Oh wait, that's right. I could. I'm gonna feed me.
All right. I told Julie I'd drive this time because she's driven the last several. Marriage, does that mean more space in the cave for a train expansion?
No. This is my son who does not live with us.
Yeah, he doesn't live with us. Yeah, that one is never. And I hate to say never. But it looks likely. Look at
all
all
right,
those
hi.
trees
You have a
together.
good night. Take care. Thanks for
All right,
joining us for a while. There are so many things people can do on a Friday that they want to spend a little time with us.
Sure. It's nice
crazy,
you came
but,
in. Hi. Take care.
Bye, hi.
So we're almost finalized on
Make up
that.
your mind. Are you saying goodbye or saying hello?
I did get a hold of Heather Downstead.
Yes.
September.
They finally.
Yeah, so we have an appointment September 20th, 5 o'clock.
And when you say we,
Fun
you mean you
times.
and the 2 cats.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, we can include so many people.
Well, it's just because if we don't paddle, we stop moving.
Yeah, see,
So-
somebody's holding the camera to film, and
Yeah.
let's stop. Joyce can't stop. We have to be moving, honey. We have to move.
Hi, Danny. Yeah.
This is why a 4-hour paddle ride takes 2 hours for us.
Hey,
Because Joyce
it,
doesn't
be
stop.
fair, it was a 2 to 4 hour trip.
And you made it the 2
We did 2.5 this time.
because we stopped.
You brought it up, and I said, you're right, and I put my paddle across my legs and just steered with it for a lot of that trip back, and we stopped a few times, and we enjoyed it very, very much, and we were not the first ones.
And what else did we get to do
We were
because
not
we stopped?
the first ones back.
Yes.
Yay.
We were not the first ones back, correct. Usually we are.
Typically we are.
We're back.
Hey, Andrew.
Kayaks packed, gone before the next group of people that left with us.
Probably.
Because Joyce is like, let's go! Thank goodness these
Okay.
rivers don't have branch outs. Thank goodness. Joyce would be like, I wonder what's down this river.
Oh, sugar. Sugar. Sugar.
Oh my goodness, you keep saying sugar too much.
I do.
Oh,
hello,
sugar.
Hello.
I've known
Daisy.
you for almost 40 years, and I don't know why or when all of a sudden it's become oh sugar. I
Oh.
mean, maybe it's Daisy influenced.
Maybe, but it's also, you gotta keep it clean. And
Yeah,
so.
but that makes it easy. That makes it easy to bike.
No,
Edward, you just
it
get to the top of
doesn't.
one hill and just ride it down and let momentum take you. And then go halfway up the other one and just keep going back and forth and watch the distance add up until you come to a stop in the valley.
Really, get 'em.
Hey, 156 Andrew popped in. Hi there, Andrew.
Okay, wasn't done, sorry.
And I don't recall seeing you last week because you had a birthday and you got a gift. And oh my goodness, you've been watching the American channel Humanity Junction with Heath. That took you forever to open that package. It's one of your longest videos. I'm like, oh, he must have got a lot. And you're just cut.
We're fine. This is just, I don't know, what are we doing? We're just sorting things out, that's all.
Lumo, what am I still missing on my layout?
what's
I've got a
missing
lot
on
of
the
things missing on my
layout?
layout. I've got grass and people and buildings and catenary and I'm missing the new
At least out with our own boats.
now with our own boats. Actually, Jean Ricard, Hamburg has more canals
Yeah, they do.
and mileage of canals than
We
Venice.
don't do our boats in Hamburg. either.
Hamburg. Notice I'm keeping my finger on Hamburg and not going down to Wonderland. And boy, isn't that conveniently and well placed.
Oh, Lord. Second level, third level, and mountains.
I have to do this. Joyce, you may hit
That's
me,
a
but
thing.
this says Hamburg. Right here. Her shirt says Hamburg. And then right below it says Miniature Wonderland. It may be a Wonderland, but there's nothing miniature about it.
Hey, I got double check.
I am behaving. Badly, but it is
Badly,
behaving.
It's true.
No, see, that's the nice thing. I'm doing Northern Germany. Northern Germany doesn't have mountains. But Luma, you're saying it doesn't have a bridge? How wrong you are.
Oh, boy.
Luma, stare into this camera right here. This one right here.
Oh,
Look, a bridge.
oh.
See? A bridge. So my layout does have a bridge. A nice big long Fowler bridge. So there. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, Joyce would be meticulously happy if we could paddle through all the canals. The problem is those canals, like you know, Jean Ricard, they are susceptible to the tides, and
Very. Yeah, you lose them.
You could be paddling up, and all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, you're slicking in mud. What happened to all the water? Tide's out, ebb tide.
I don't think you've seen it's mud. Oh, you're scared of heights. Oh, you're not alone with that.
No, that's why we did this trip to the Black Forest while I was young enough and mentally strong enough with Joyce, because we were going to hike.
Hi, Florida Rail Dog.
I would not have come back from Germany alive if we had done this trip in 2020 as planned, because I weighed about 65 pounds more than in 2020. Well, yeah. No, it was, I had started losing weight in 2020.
Naughty you.
That could be taken as an insult. All right, George, take care. But yeah, losing all the weight I lost and keeping it off and working out, playing tennis, and everything that Joyce and I have done the last few years to keep me from getting big again. Because I was this weight in my 20s and 30s. I weighed 220 to 225 in my 20s, my 30s, and then in my 40s I got up to in the 230s. And then all of a sudden when I stopped coaching, stopped playing sports and everything, I just ballooned up and got up. In 2008, at the age of 44, I got up to 300 pounds. And then we joined the gym and I went down to 250. And then we stopped going to the gym a few years ago and I ballooned up to 295. And now I'm at 225, at least I was this morning.
You got enthusiastic. I don't know what else he was doing there.
Yeah, that's true, Jean Ricard. We're on the way to...
Yes. And a bad text.
Oh, bad text?
Yes.
Oh no, what? What happened?
We would love to be in Hamburg on September 1st. There's a little thing called teaching I have to do. Does that sound like a tie rod?
Sounds like a tie rod, yep.
Yep. Want to take a hanger down there?
I can't fix them that way anymore.
Gotcha. I believe you.
And I couldn't get under that car to do it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Hey, train work.
Oh, well, I guess we're taking the journey down, aren't we?
I told her I don't think you can get more people in the journey. You can get 5 adults fairly comfortable in the Charger.
Yeah, but you got Cayenne.
How many can you get in the Journey? You got the 4 buckets and a very awkward backseat.
Sorry, my son-in-law and daughter and grandson went down to Columbus and had car problems right about the time they got to Columbus. Boy, and we are not members of
AAA. Yeah.
AAA anymore. Like,
I keep thinking we should buy it for those two, but
yeah, I think we should get back on it. They have the automatically covered, like join now and
I know, but
get a tow 5 minutes later.
I never know when the right time to order it is, because
yeah, but they give you like your ID and number immediately.
give you a year. That's not our car. We're gonna have to trade
Yeah,
it.
but you got friends and family. But yeah. But yeah, it sounds like they're, sounds like a tie rod.
Well, I'm thinking they should drop it out somewhere tonight.
Yeah, I don't know where. They're going to have to talk to...
Yeah, I thought if between our car and, I don't know, Vale's is probably a little bit bigger than AJ's. I figure we can squeeze in on those two.
Well, I mean, if we take all the camping stuff out of the truck, we can put up that third row of seats, but
I
there's not a
know,
lot
but
of
there's
space.
not a lot of space.
So you could get Cayenne back there.
No, you couldn't.
You can't get Cayenne.
I wouldn't think
They're supposed
so.
to be legally that way.
How would you get them all the way in the back seat?
You put the
Fit
front
'em
seat
in.
down, fit it in, yeah. But by law, they have to be able to hold baby seats in each.
Oh, I
in each
know
row.
that they do. It's just, it would be hard to get them in. Now, she was going to turn them around for this trip.
Okay.
Just thinking it would make them easier.
Yeah.
Logan Costa?
Well, we'll have to talk about this when we get off the airways here.
Yeah.
I was trying to go. I keep bouncing the same cameras. I
You
know
don't want
why.
to
I'm
drive
trying to
the.
click on one.
You don't want to drive the journey down there.
No, I don't want to drive the journey down there, but if it's got to be done to help them out, because think about getting them back.
You think it could get fixed before they get back?
Now, if it's a tie rod, they could, you know, who's going to be open right now that they could take it and get it checked real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, let's call her when we're off.
All right. Well,
Either
we'll get
that
off
or see if Liz will drive down behind us.
because you'd have to notice, because the longer you drive without, if it is a tie rod, the longer you drive without it. But are they sure it's not a flat tire? He says they got a pop and now there's a wobble. That would be a tire.
It sounds like a tire, yeah, but they're smart enough to look at tires. Did you hear about the mail this week, also known as react to the Great Train Robbery at
Lockerbie.
Lockerbie, my bad.
Yeah, see, we were married in 1987 too.
Oh, we were too, yeah. You're 218 kilometers away. Sort of operating. It could be operating. Oh, there's an operating window there. I don't know.
So about 140 miles away.
It's only a couple-hour drive.
Staying on the highway, yeah. If it was Autobahn with no speed limit, you could do it in one.
Whoa, that would be scary doing it in one. Driving that fast?
Well, the fastest I've ever driven a car is about 123 miles an hour.
Yeah.
123, 125, I think.
I wasn't in with you. I had a guy try to pick me up and drove that fast in his car. And
Well,
if I wasn't already dating you, I absolutely would not go out with him. That was ridiculous. He scared the crap out of me.
well, you and several people. Like there were more people in the car than there were seats for, weren't there? You were all like piled on top of each other.
I don't think it was that. I think we
Okay.
were all in. It was full, but I think we were all in, seatbelts.
Gotcha.
Yeah, see, I'm got another little one.
I'm scared to drive that fast now, but I still 90 to 100 is nothing to me. But yeah, I'm more concerned on a straightaway. I don't like going 75 around certain curves on I-75 nowadays, or 23, where I have to slow down because I just feel like you're going to lose control. Nah, I doubt he'd enjoy it either.
Oh, I don't know they'd enjoy that. I know we wouldn't. Oh! Well, 255 and a BMW. Wow.
That's about 150 miles.
Yeah, when we drove to South Dakota, the speed limit on the highway was 80. Now I was
Well, Wyoming was no speed limit during daylight hours.
right in some areas, but this is where I was I was driving then too, but this was when we were driving there, so we had had very little sleep, and I was trying to go over 80 because, you know,
Everybody's on your bumper.
and yeah, besides that, but I was having a hard time getting the van to go that fast. It was extremely stressful. And the story was, I drove for an hour. We hit a rest stop, and I got sick. I was so stressed, which wasn't cool. And Anthony
Joyce turned green, which might turn the
Anthony
Martians on, but not the rest of us.
drove the rest of the way. I was trying to give him
Then
a
again,
break.
that green chicken Star Trek was hot.
Okay. So, anyway, with our Charger, you look down and you're at 90, and you don't know you're at 90. It is so smooth.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it. In the van, it felt like it.
We, yeah, because I drove,
Yeah, that's cool.
we started driving about 3 o'clock in the afternoon when we left Toledo, and other than bathroom breaks and a dinner break, we stopped in Chicago and ate dinner with some friends.
Yeah.
But I drove from Chicago all the way to White, just inside. Was that Sioux City or was that Rapid City, South Dakota? Which
Rapid
one is
City.
on the right?
Oh,
Sioux City. The one just inside the border, across from Minnesota.
I don't know that.
But I drove to there and decided I needed a break. I had driven for 16, 17 hours, 1,000 miles. I was tired and needed somebody
Well, and
else
we
to drive.
stopped- we
and we
had
still had to get to Rapid City.
We had stopped looking for gas, and the gas station
Hello,
was
Andy Dobson, and hey,
closed.
Raymond. How are you?
Hi, Andy. Hi, Raymond. The gas station was closed. It wasn't open yet.
So we had to wait.
We thought about I don't think we
No,
did.
we did.
I know we waited a while, but I thought
And then we finally said, screw it, we got enough to get up to the
Yeah,
rest
we
area.
could get up to the rest area, and so that's when I took over, and it didn't go well.
Well, I was tired and needed
Mm-hmm.
a break. And Joyce said, oh, I can drive. And within 20 minutes, Joyce was like, oh, I don't feel good. And I'm like, oh, crap.
I didn't think I said a word. I was trying to let you sleep.
No, you were complaining through it. That's why I said, all right, we'll get to the rest stop and I'll start driving again. Then I drove the rest of the way, except I had to drive through the Badlands.
Well, we
Which
decided
was
to go
so
through the
bad.
Badlands, and that was a bad decision.
That was a bad decision because there was no, you're driving around the edge of cliffs.
Fear of heights.
My fear of heights, and you're driving around these banking cliffs with no guardrails. And I'm freaking out. I'm driving in the middle of the lane over the meridian and there are people in their Winnebagos behind me who want to do 90 miles an hour, and I'm barely doing the speed limit, and I'm freaking out.
Hyperventilating while he was doing it. It wasn't fun for any of us. I kept saying, stop and I'll drive. I'm okay, stop and I'll drive. There's nowhere to stop.
Said the lady who turned green after driving an hour
I know,
earlier.
but we did perk up again.
Yeah. And you finally did drive the Needles Highway in,
I drove the rest of that trip.
not all of it.
Most of it, because
A
I
lot
was
of it.
driving the mountains.
When we went to the mountains, you drove.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, like I drove down to Lander and some Hot Springs and that. You didn't.
Okay. Must have been in a flatter area. More Scottish banter.
No, we're doing quite well bantering in
wasn't
English.
Bantering, and that was just discussing what happened. So that's all right. Hope we don't sound too cantankerous to our people. All right, I can get another.
Oh, did Artie come in? Hi, Artie.
Hey, Artie.
You had about 5 minutes of us, Artie.
No, about 15, I think. I think we can go to 5 o'clock.
Oh, I think well, you're going to get off then and call Lynn. You talked about us calling Lynn to
Yeah.
sort
Okay,
the car
well,
issue
let's
out.
maybe
I really
4:50
was
then.
going to tell them, yeah. I was really telling them to meant to tell them to take
Yeah,
the
I
journey,
went to too.
and we didn't.
And they didn't think of it either. Woo! Car trouble.
Car, trouble.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom Couples.
Hey, Tom. No, that's pretty much. All right, Leslie.
All right, good night,
Nice you
Leslie.
came
We're going to
in.
be calling it a day in about 6 minutes
Pretty
or so.
quickly,
7
yeah, we
minutes or
got
so.
this trip coming in. And, nah, we're fine, but we do kind of feed off each other a little bit. I don't know. I think that's why you tune in. I suppose if we fight, it's a lot quieter.
Yeah. If we argue, it's gritted
We are
teeth.
mad at each other.
If we're mad at each other,
we don't
it's the
talk
silent
for a
treatment.
while, and then it's a very...
Grit teeth, knit eyebrows.
So no, that's not what we're doing. So anyway, I guess I got a I was planning on just calling around trying to find a vet, but I got one on the first try. So our veterinarian is closing, so I
Yeah,
needed
the
a
place
new
we
one.
take our cats to, they're shutting
She
down.
warned me. She says you have to park, because I asked her about parking because we pass that place a lot, and she said, "Pat, park on the top. Do not go down below. It's very bad. It's very steep, and you can't turn around."
Yeah.
So
See, now somebody wants to instigate stuff. Who's the boss?
who's the boss?
It depends on the situation.
I suppose that's true. That was very, very nice, sweetheart.
We take turns. It depends on what the situation is.
Wow, that's not updated. Says Toledo 69.
Now, mind you,
87. That sounds
Now,
like it.
mind you, there are times where it's a situation where I should be the boss and somebody's not being the boss but just decides, I can do it this way. We're trying to move furniture or something like that. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I just thought I could lift it up and move it this way.
Oh,
No!
man. I know how to swing that bat. You got that right, Artie. Although Anthony swings a bat pretty well himself.
Indeed.
Indeed. Lots of home runs.
True story. When I played baseball as a kid, I was great defensively. I always made the team for my defense,
He thought
but I
Brian
couldn't
was the
hit.
boss.
I could not hit.
He is horribly spoiled. 35 people in.
You thought Kyan was the boss? He kind of is
In
when
a
he's here,
way,
but he's
yeah.
only here a couple of days a week. The problem is he's got that boss mentality because he's added the word now to everything.
Yeah.
We
Hey,
we
guys.
watch Mickey Mouse Club now.
Yeah. Hey, y'all.
Opa, you come on the floor now.
My computer says we have 35 people in this here video show here. And there's only 34 likes. Now, there's something seriously wrong with that. So if you would kindly hit the like button, we would really appreciate it. Speaking of, I didn't put it on here.
No, we're just a tandem. We're
We're a tandem indeed.
Charles Albert VII and Maria Theresa. We're both just. We don't have that. I don't have that male ego. There are things where this is Joyce's call. I will do what Joyce wants me to do the way Joyce wants me to do it. There are other things where I've got the call. If we're fixing a car or we're working on something, then if Joyce is going to help, she's going to do what I need her
My
to
phone
do.
says 42. I'm not updated. That is much better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So super. Thanks, guys. Oh, you got 43 over there.
Oh, do I?
So
Oh,
yeah,
there
I'm
you
just
go.
not updated. All right, Lizzie's home.
Okay, our daughter just came in.
6:50 on a Saturday morning. It is amazing you come in here.
Yeah,
I
her
look
screen
44.
hadn't updated and I don't look. But thank you all.
Skip it.
But with that being said, yeah, we don't have
Well, there was a problem. Let's face it.
See, I have a big enough male ego that I'm not threatened. You know, a lot of men that like to put women down, it's because they're threatened by women. I have no problem. If any guy thinks he's a badass, go watch a woman give birth, okay? Go watch it. If any man thinks he's super tough and women are weak, watch a woman give birth.
Yeah,
Then
be
shut
sure,
the
man.
fuck up.
Well, there's that.
Okay?
Not easy getting a watermelon through. Nope. So,
Yeah, getting an orange through a keyhole, not easy. Undamaged.
well, didn't say we did that. And it's 44 degrees Fahrenheit, I assume. Because that wouldn't be,
He's leaning 44 degrees as
yeah. Oh, you're leaning 44 degrees?
yeah, as opposed to 45, just like,
Yeah, I
Okay.
got it.
So anyhow, with that being said, it's just one of those crazy bits. But with that being said, we really need to start getting ourselves packed.
44
My
degrees
kids that
is
left
what
before us
Celsius
already
is
has
what
car problems. So
Randall has.
guess what I'll be doing tonight?
Oh, buddy.
Trying to deal with a broken car down there.
Oh. Well, you could just
Yikes.
leave it down there, I guess.
Yeah, and the problem is, well, credit card, I guess.
Oh, you're 88 there. That's better than you've had, isn't it?
Feels like 97. You were laying 90 degrees 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see.
That's how most of us
Well,
sleep.
I think other than the uncoupling at the beginning
I
of,
say, isn't that an improvement, Randall? I mean, your humidity's out of sight. You must be in the 70s for the dew point. Gross.
Come on, all the way down. Really, dudes?
Yeah, you guys have been in such a heat wave. We got some of your heat for 2 days. Although we're up to 88 today again, but it's gonna be low 80s next week. We're setting records for as cool of a summer as we've had. Now it's been a normal summer since Anthony and I have been home, but it was very cool and dry in June.
And what's the other one going? That dude.
Yeah, it's winter for Artie. Although he's coming out of it, it's almost spring.
There we go. That's one way to beat it.
He's going real slow.
All right. Well, you want to get the UK trains done, turned off, and then we will bid our hasty retreat.
Okay. I'll let you out. Right? It's all right. Ouch!
Ah, you
I'm
banged your
hitting
knee.
your feet, my feet, my toes.
Oh, it was your feet. Okay, I thought you nailed your knee on the corner here. We should get this on camera. Well, I can get it on camera quick. Where is it? Where is it? Floor view. Oh, no. Floor view. Can't get it. Okay, Joyce got him stopped. Darn it. Okay.
What?
I was going to show you actually driving trains on a live stream. Joyce actually drive trains. All right, we are cutting this hour early, but I did start half an hour early, so it's only half an hour short.
Right.
So
Good man.
we got to get. Thank you. I didn't even have to use my fingers,
Indeed. Mine hurt.
but I did use a couple of my teeth.
Oh, thank you, Artie. We will be fine, hopefully.
So yeah, we got to get going. It's about a 3-hour drive, and it looks like I'm gonna be trying to help
Where?
somewhere, somehow.
Somehow.
Yeah, I just don't know how we're gonna get this all in one way or the
Yeah,
other.
that's why
Well,
Lindy wasn't
not
in.
your guys' problem. We got to sort it out.
Yeah, we will.
So anyhow, we're gonna say goodbye until next Friday. I shall be dropping a video here probably Monday. And until then, I'm going to say Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, happy trains. Take care, everybody.
Choose and buy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, do it over, take two. I'm going to say on behalf of the miniature wonderland, I'm going to say Auf Wiedersehen
Choose
and happy trains.
buy.
Did you just?
I did. I can't help it.
Naughty child.
Ouch. I can't help